WooSox take 2 out of 3 in Syracuse, and we're back in Worcester for the final 3 games of this 6-game series. It's the WooSox and the Syracuse Mets Independence Day baseball from Polar Park. Happy 4th, everybody. Along with Jim Kane, Cooper Boardman, it's the WooSox pregame show presented by Workers Credit Union. And Jim, tonight the WooSox turn to a guy that you feel like you trust on the mound every single time he goes out there on one of the best nights here at the ballpark in Richard Fitz.
No better place, in my opinion, to spend the 4th of July than at a ballpark. It's going to be a packed house here tonight to see Richard Fitz and company. And this is a guy who I think, Cooper, has really turned a corner when you look at how he has performed. Now, the ERA, a bit misleading from what he did in the month of June. But in terms of the mound presence, which is something that J.P. Ricciardi has pointed out, just the way he's carrying himself, but I think most importantly in terms of the actual stuff, it's the consistent velocity, consistently mid-90s, touching 97, 98. He's been working so hard towards that all season long, and it's finally there for him.
So much has been made about the pitching development program and the Red Sox organization and all these changes. They challenge Richard Fitz to throw harder. He's throwing harder. We'll see it tonight. Really, he is representative of a staff that continues to get better and better when you look up and down at the 5 guys every single night.
Yeah, you know what you're going to get. You're going to get a quality start, if not pretty close to that. You're going to get quality innings, and I think a guy like Jason Alexander certainly does that. Richard Fitz, as we've talked about, Grant Gambrell, he's been an innings eater all season long. But then you add a guy like Cooper Criswell. Now, who knows how long he's going to be here for? But when you add a guy of his caliber into the mix, it just shortens the game. And we already know that there are a ton of arms in that bullpen at Chad Tracy's disposal. If you can get quality innings from the guys 1 through 5 in your starting rotation, much like Alex Cora said that the goal was to get at least 5 from everybody in the Red Sox rotation at the start of the season, I think if that's a goal here with the WooSox, man, Chad Tracy's going to have a lot of fun mixing and matching with his bullpen late in the game.
And he's gotten better than 50% of 5-inning outings when you look at the course of the year. Well over 50% for Chad Tracy, and it's a good thing. One of the reasons why the WooSox are off to such a good start here in the second half. They come home for the first time in the second half tonight on the 4th of July. And as you said, it's as fun of a night as it can be to be standing here in this ballpark and having this experience and all of this. And look, you and I have been here since 21, since this ballpark opened. We were here for the first 4th of July. And their memories over the first 3, and we'll make some more tonight that I don't think either of us will forget.
No question about it. I mean, who wants to be at the beach or down the Cape or anywhere else in New England but here at Polar Park? And the WooSox have made, as you said, Cooper, just some tremendous memories here. I go back to year 1 where there were fireworks that were getting shot off throughout the neighborhoods in the 7 Hills here in Worcester. There was smoke by the time the 9th inning rolled around with Caleb Ort on the mound, as you see here. The crowd was electric that night. That was such a great night. Bases loaded. It was a wild finish. And then I think the WooSox may have topped themselves the following year. If you remember, they were in Rochester the night before. They got in around 5 o'clock. Very quick turnaround the next day. Also, Ronaldo Hernandez with the go-ahead home run late in the ball game against the Yankees AAA affiliate. And then last year, you still had some home run fun with Pablo Reyes, who's going to be on the other side this week. He's had some big swings in the first 3 games of this home-and-home series. And Emmanuel Valdez as well, who's obviously doing his thing with the Red Sox right now. So I can't wait to see what's in store here tonight on the 4th edition of the 4th of July at Polar Park.
And I guess this is a bit of a long-winded way of saying the WooSox have never lost at Polar Park on a 4th of July, and the hope is they'll continue that tonight with a situation with Richard Fitz on the mound opposite Joey Lucchesi, and we talked about Fitz. Fun little pitching matchup tonight.
I feel like we've said that a lot the last couple of weeks, but it's really true, Cooper, in that you've had some very intriguing names on both sides, whether it's Joey Lucchesi and his infamous churn,
oh baby,
which is the changeup and curve that he has made famous, and then Richard Fitz, as we talked about off the top. So should be a heck of a pitching matchup here tonight.
The scenes of 4th of July's past, Ronaldo Hernandez, fireworks. We continue to make memories tonight. It's the WooSox and the Mets next from Polar Park. The WooSox pregame show on NESN is presented by Workers Credit Union.